Hello, hello, everyone. Deca here to welcome you to our seventh Pac-Attack bracket. We are nearing the end of the year, so we're bringing back some of our favorites. Tonight on the microphone with me, or replacing me rather, will be Juicy
It's okay. You can just say it's my favorite.
and Runispism, probably, hopefully.
Yes, hello. I like this game too, yeah.
Yeah, but I am absolutely the one that pressured everyone. Like, you need to play this in the very early era.
Yeah,
is
that's
definitely
true. Actually, the
Juicy's
reason
game.
I like this game now is mainly your recommendation, yeah.
I do. Before we get into bracket, I do want to recall how much this went from nothing to this is one of my favorite games because early 2018, locally in Florida, when we were moving the scene past Puyo Champions and Tetris, a lot of that scene was getting tired. Me and Crit spent an entire night on ROM boxes and modded steps. We're gonna come up with a playlist and we're gonna come up with rules and set counts and all this other stuff for tournament format. And by the end of it, played through everything on the list, and there's a Pac-Attack SNES ROM. I'm like, I remember playing this as a kid and not thinking much of it, but we got time. You want to play some sets? We played for the next 2 hours, which is almost as long as we spent on every game that night otherwise. It's like, oh shit, this is pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Once you know what you're doing. So, yeah. We're in for it. It's a rite of passage for all PW staffers, just like I've been peer pressuring everyone to enter Warriors Woods bracket next week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time.
That one's
Anyway.
less a rite of passage and more of the hazing ritual.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get our match calls underway. If you're not in the Discord, there's a link. Go be in there. It's not just for bracket. We vibe. We play friendlies. We have other goings on. It's not hazing for you because you're the master hazer at this point.
Alright, let me get my Pac-Attack ready. I'm on stream first.
Get your dancing shoes on.
Uh-huh.
You're playing against Toady, who is...
Nah, that person's okay, Pac-Attack.
This is a very deeply stacked bracket. Like, half of the people in bracket are god hands. But Toady is one that, in last bracket as well, doesn't have as much versus experience, so this is probably one of the focal point upsets that can happen, and that's round one. Because Rune does get the versus of this game.
Yeah, I'm okay at it. I've been practicing greeting and counting out my ghosts, so I'm fairly efficient with them. Let's see. I'm going to need to... It was Toady, right?
Yes. I'm going to need a code from you, brother.
Yep. No, I got it. And I enabled traversal mode. Put on just a couple of frames of input delay, so it's a little smoother across the ocean.
Australia, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and hop in there then. So I feel like last time we were really enamored with the discovery of the fact that this game has 2 extra hidden grooves. Just, different set of universal mechanics. And the more we've labbed it since that year ago, or beginning of this year, the more I think I've come to realize that they're not that good. At the very least, Classic Groove is...
Alright, I see a synchronizing 2 out of 4. I think we've got a player and some spectators now.
I'm hopping in now. I'm in there.
Okay, looks good.
There's some counterplay for Skull. It's not as cracked out the gate as it initially feels. I feel like the vanilla floor up is still probably just the best all-arounder.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we're all good to go.
Yep. Stream is live. You're in.
The music is a little bit slow, which is worrying me.
This is kind of just what happened last time. Even with the latency.
We'll see how it feels. This is playable. Alright, I am a little busy. Why don't you describe how Pac-Attack is played?
So, we will at least go out the gate. We have both on the neutral groove here, and this version of Columns made specifically for a Japanese-only compilation of Namco games that were console-only. Just deeply weird situation. They decided to remake all of the games included, and they did not skimp. This is just a better version than the Mega Drive and SNES original. In particular for Versus, you get an extra wrinkle of the default group basically throwing out the classics, Puyo-esque, just jumping pieces on you garbage style, in exchange for columns. The more ghosts you clear in one Pac-Man, you build up floor pressure. So, sidebar, you got the orange and yellow tabs there. Orange is how much damage you've accepted, and it's already filled. And then the yellow one is oncoming damage. I don't know why you sacrificed Fairy there. He just perished. That's a shame.
So, will Fairy
that's precisely why I did it.
Garbage lines?
Fairy removes everything beneath it for like up to 8 lines in this one, versus OG, it would only remove ghosts. Oh. So, getting a Fairy is a hard reset in this game. And they try to balance that out by having actual harder benefits to sacrifice and Fairy in the form of like added attacks. It also doubles as your like all clear state. Problem is, they're largely still not worth going for instead of taking the Fairy. Or do you have to have, like, niche, very hard reads?
In that case, my opponent was fairly close to death, so I just went for it.
Yeah. But you throw out 2 lines of ghosts in this groove in neutral, no, you're just handing your opponent more meter.
I can't remember, is this game just 3 individual rounds? Or is it first to 2 for a game?
I believe it's 3 individual rounds.
Okay. Okay, yeah, first to 3 games, that makes sense. So Rune is currently up 1.
Yep. Gonna need to be on top of the scoreboard a little more than usual tonight. But, yeah, no, this game, brutal. I think more than anything, though, like, smart stacking to keep line clears on deck is deeply important. 2 line clears equals a layer of your garbage going away, but as we get to top 3 in Veterans mode, that actually scales up to 3 lines. And defense is already incredibly difficult to maintain in this. Like, if you're in disadvantage, you're going to be staying in disadvantage until a Fairy comes along, more or less.
Tony having a very unfortunate time just getting a bunch of Pac-Mans facing the wrong way for the shape that he built in his stack.
It's also just kind of brutal in the sense that, like, you need horizontal space, and your efficiency in that is at a premium. Even a 1 or 2 line poke, if you are too vertically oriented, can take a trigger or an entire move out of play. And it's not coming back. If you get someone off of a good vertical poke, stick a fork in them. Biggest things like Toadie's clearly very good at this game. But I think he doesn't really know how much damage he's accepting in any given moment. And he's having moves completely robbed from him.
Yeah, he's doing
That's a good
great
follow-up.
job making great clears, but Rune is just applying so much quick pressure.
You almost need to have an internal, this is how much I can really max out thing. Like, it's almost like Landmaker reading, where the extra little push is worth so much reward, but you need to know when to cut your losses. We're gonna do a fairy here, and he doesn't even need it. We're just locked out on pressure.
Yeah, I was literally just holding down for the fairy. I knew I was close.
Alright,
Alright,
so
good games.
Rune is going to take the first game. Or first set.
First match, brother.
Yeah, match, that's what I mean. No, set match. Yeah, that's what that was the
We're all scaling up. I get it.
Rune wins the tournament.
Oh, already?
Not
Great,
yet!
Thank you.
The first tournament. Now for the rest of the tournaments.
Brother. Alright, I gotta play against Digi.
DG is fairly good at every single video game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if fairly good is going to cut it in a bracket full of some of the best Pac-Attack players that I know.
It's stacked tonight. There's no real way of cutting around that.
Alright, I'm going to join in traversal mode with spectator mode on.
Digi is on the left, right?
Yeah. They beat me to making a room, so...
Oh, we get to see the fun little menu.
One sec. Not play, join session.
I may not be much of a Pac-Attack player myself, but I will say God Hand is like the absolute best title you could give to like
Absolutely, yeah.
amazing at the game. Just like, yeah, sure, Grandmaster. Okay, there's Grandmasters of all sorts of stuff. There's Grandmasters for nerdy stuff, like chess. Come on now. But God Hand, you can't beat that.
I don't think
I feel like you could make like a tier list of video games and the names of either their highest difficulty or their highest rank. And God
Do we have the
Hand
save state? We
maybe
don't have the
be
save
top
state.
Oh, can you
Sorry.
use the save state while in game?
I'm gonna try now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that desync tard.
Yeah, considering I didn't see anything happen, I imagine it did. Oh, hold up, I'm synchronizing again. Is that because you left, or is that because... Okay.
Okay. That's why it took longer, but it makes sense now.
Alright, Digi gets moved to the right side.
I am on standby for that code.
Give me 1 second, I'll have it. Codes in TO desk.
I see it.
And we're in.
Alright, that's 4 of us.
Alright. now that my brain is more free to be used for talking, there is
Yeah?
one thing I'd like to mention about this game's versus mode that I was trying to put into practice in my set just then. And that is, when you are playing as the normal groove or the skull groove, so not so much in Juicy's case here, the amount of ghosts you need to eat to send lines is 4, and then you get an additional line for every 3. And then the annoying thing is, that's true up until 16, then you start getting them every 2 instead of every 3. But the basic gist of it is more efficient the more you do it once. And is that also true for your groove? Do you send more efficiently if you eat a lot of ghosts at once?
Nope, it is old calculations.
Okay. So
It's
no,
just
for Juicy's
quantitative.
groove, yep. It's just one
Whatever. Like, you have to eat 3, and then everything over that is
right.
counted.
Well, I guess that still does encourage you to build more efficient clears. It's just that it's only because the first 3 are ignored, so you want to have that happen as few times as possible. You want to discard Pac-Mans.
So I take it Juicy's attack pattern does not send garbage lines then?
No, it doesn't.
Not at all.
That is its main weakness.
Oh, baby.
However, Juicy's very clean stacking is possibly getting him the victory here anyway.
Look,
yeah, discards the fairy to put the coup de grace on.
I'm a fan of overly technical, low-tier stuff. I want to make this work. When in reality, it does not stand a chance 70% of the time.
Yeah, the floor push damage looks incredibly strong.
Oh, it is. Okay, Juicy building a second chain here. And not only that, but the entryway in from the left isn't quite lined up. Ah, nope, just another second chain then. Alright. Starting to line it up with that little move there. Meanwhile, DG has a pretty annoying vertical build here. And now it's even more annoying now that a whole bunch of ghosts being on it.
Putting that ghost there on the left is going to make it quite tedious, too.
Yeah, it's a little bit lined up now. You can, put that there and then have a Pac-Man run down the middle. Just like that.
So, I told this in Ruin in our pre-stream conversation, but for the uninitiated, the thing that makes this group bad is sort of the same gimmick that Dan gets in Street Fighter V with his V-Trigger. You are, for every attack that you're doing, your action on that, for every bit of damage I send, I am just handing you as much meter as I just built.
Yes.
I'm handing you ghosts right back, which means everything I'm doing is rubber bandable.
Yeah, as you can see, DG has earned their second fairy well before Juicy, and that is because they are clearing more ghosts.
That's a real problem there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in a game where the fairy is even stronger.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And there he goes. Yeah, in the long run, like in any game that goes past a minute or 2, this groove is not designed for that at all.
Ooh, the death.
Alright. And here's the third groove that we haven't seen yet. This one is very similar to the default that I imagine most people will be playing on. There's only really one difference, and that is that when you cancel your fairy, instead of sending 2 full lines of ghosts, it sends just 3 of them, right? But they're angry boys. They're so angry that if Pac-Man touches them, they will mutually annihilate with him.
Ooh, Pac-Man stopping ghosts. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I
So it forces your opponent...
Downstacking very, very, very cruel if you get those ghosts in a really good spot.
Yeah. It can be used both in the same way that the other fairy cancel can, where just, okay, they're near the top, that'll make it just impossible for them to downstack back down. Or they're a little bit better than in neutral, Like, if you just use them in neutral, then it's kind of annoying because it forces your opponent to take their, like, what they thought of as one big chain as now 3 chains.
Ah, I see.
So here, I think Juicy's probably going to fairy cancel. He's not in too much trouble.
So how do you do the fairy cancel? Is it just a button?
Up plus rotate.
Oh, okay.
I think there's also a button that just does it, right? But I also press up and rotate at the same time. Oh, I think DG just barely... Yeah, he just barely gets the fairy here.
Yeah,
If that was
but
any other piece, he would have died.
the kill ghosts are still out.
Yeah. As you can see, not only are the kill ghosts Juicy's color, like they're red instead of purple, but also they've got angry eyes. That's how you can tell that they're gonna kill.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That was just the Pac-Man route.
Yeah, that's just what normally happens when you've got a Pac-Man in play. Juicy's chain doesn't quite work here. It's going to leave behind 2 ghosts as residual. Actually, plus the ones on top because he got an unlucky left-facing Pac-Man. But he's just barely going to die last. Well, not barely, but he's going to die last by a small margin here.
So of the different grooves, which ones do you think are the strongest? Normal seems pretty strong, and then it seems the skull is
yeah, so Juicy and I would...
different.
Yeah, Juicy and I were discussing this. As long as you're not bling groove, you're probably doing fine. The other 2 are fairly similar. It's just a matter of what you prefer.
It feels like playing against a matchup. Like, they're both fine ways to spend fairy, but neither really wants to spend fairy in a lot of cases. It's rare that it's safe enough for you to do that.
Yeah, the fact that they mainly just differ on what happens when you cancel the fairy means that they do not differ much, because it's quite unsafe to cancel the fairy in most matchups.
Yeah, canceling the fairy definitely seems like the win more button. Like, if you're already winning, it's a good option, but
yes,
you're probably not going to make a great comeback using that.
If you Hail Mary it, rough.
Yeah.
Will not usually be in your favor.
I will say, because sending 2 lines of ghosts can be a pretty bad thing if your opponent is able to accept it. Like, it's not the kind of thing you'd want to do in neutral. The kill ghosts are probably a little bit better in general because you can use them in neutral and it's not a disaster. But I still play the normal groove anyway, just because it's easier for me to just go, oh, they're 3 lines from the top, great, I'll kill them.
That's the time. GG's, Digi.
I believe I was just called to play with one Roderick Knee.
Oh boy.
What? What, is he good at Pac-Attack?
Maybe. Who knows?
Oh, well,
Strongest is not classic or Ghost Fall. Oh, yeah, that's true. It pretty much is Skull. But I feel like you have to be... Skull leads me into a false sense of security where I should be doing fairy every time, and the answer for that is no, you should not. It's kind of why I don't play top tiers in fighting games sometimes, because I autopilot's like, yeah, this is a good idea every... No, it's not. It's super not.
Alright,
And
Rodney and I are in. Do we have a spectator? Oh, wait, no, sorry,
there
I
in a
need
second.
to...
Sorry, I'll spectate my own match.
I see the code. Okay.
Actually, I'm just going to leave and rejoin. I forgot to put in 2 frames of delay.
Damn,
I
that's
just heard some
crazy.
crunchy audio and went, ah, wait, I forgot something.
I love the crunch.
No, I would prefer no crunch.
Alright, looks like it's going to be a floor up
Okay.
here.
The other thing is, just like in the original game, all clear nets you the same bonus as a fairy sacrifice would be, but seeing as this is the first time Versus ever gets that, it's more pronounced. But even then, I think the only groove that really benefits from a round start all clear is Skull. Because
it would hinder building.
Yes, it will. And the neutral one just, again, kind of hands you free meter like the classic groove does to your opponent. I'm not saying you win if your opponent hands you a all-clear attack, but they're probably not having a bad time either. We're building very vertically, like, trying to make a any side single well is usually asking to get punished, especially with column-style damage here.
Yeah, the one thing I've definitely learned from these Cascade-style Tetris games is you do not want to have spotters.
You don't want to overcommit any part of your stack, really. I'm surprised Rodney didn't want to do the funny haha, you know.
I think I'm playing Frostbite where it wouldn't have killed me.
Yeah, but just, you know, it's him. He
he
likes
would have
to
done
do
it
it
anyway.
Yeah. Oh, no. Do you think he wouldn't?
He does seem like the kind of person who might have done it anyway.
It's like, you know, it wasn't going to help me win, but it was funny juice. And I'm like, yeah, I know, Rodney.
That is definitely a Roderick maneuver.
Absolutely. It's honestly kind of conservative playing from him. But we're at relative bottom board, and we're just almost overstacking on defense at this point. Like, the wells are built up to counter damage, and no one's throwing out a big hit yet.
Yeah, I just keep seeing good opportunities for fours. Fours is kind of a magic number.
Mm-hmm. I think at mid-game, especially like this, you need to hit harder than a strawberry, though, which is a sentence that I definitely wanted to say tonight.
Yeah, well, that's a 5, so we can greet that. And now it's a 7.
You're not beating the strawberry allegations, Rune. We do got the meter, though.
Oh, here it comes.
Okay, alright. Now, I used to play with boards this full and annoying on God Hand, so this should be no problem.
You never know. The board doesn't magically just get smaller. Got 3-line incoming, especially at that high. That's gonna be rough for our boy Roderick. Doesn't quite nail the triple rotate there.
Especially with the fairy so far away. He's got a lot of material on board. And,
oh, that placement there in column 2, that's rough. That's rough, and we're almost airtight.
Yeah. As you can see from Rodney being 4 lines above me on damage, sending ghosts when it doesn't kill is quite the risk.
Yes. Fairies are good.
See, how do you like that? Are we playing Pac-Attack now? Here, another one.
oh wow, Rune with this enormous build here.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Tetris. Does the amount of energy you get from ghosts you clear scale, or is it linear?
You don't get any until 4, then every 3 gives you an extra 1, up until 16, then every 2 gives you an extra 1.
No, I don't mean damage. I mean the
Oh, no, damage is just 1 to 1. Damage is 1 to 1.
Oh yeah, meters.
So
meter build is just flat.
Yeah, meter's just 1 to 1. Sorry, I said one thing and meant another.
I didn't understand the question when you said energy for a second there. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's okay, he's sick.
I need some energy right now. That's all.
Rodney's really rolling the dice here.
I maybe should have hit him. I didn't have a good way to get rid of that fairy.
You probably should have hit him, but hey, we're both back to relative neutral. Being able to have no damage lines on your board is pretty good for a game like this. Choosing to kind of reroute across the board on the pathing there, Rodney actually more or less gets himself out of jail there.
I have made a chain that will put him back into it.
Okay. You don't look that much healthier yourself, though.
No, I'm fine. I live like this.
Damn, you live like this?
I do.
Right, Rune has the lead here. He could do some damage if he drops... Okay, no, he's gonna play the fairy defensively.
Again, if it doesn't kill, and I don't trust that to kill, it's a
No, like, yeah, it's... You need it to kill, basically. It's
really
not usually worth it as pressure.
It's no good.
Sorman and Seki Fairy at this round 2. And second Fairy is just not as much of a given as it is in OG Pac-Attack, because that's a game where the match barely starts until your first or second Fairy. Okay, we got good damage on Rodney's side. He built just tall enough to accept damage without being murdered for it. Taking a couple different skims, gonna have a Pac-Man discard, and that's gonna be enough for a cherry at least. Actually, again, if he triple rotated right there, could have done full damage. But close.
Do the line clears
Sometimes you
add
don't
anything
want
to
full
damage?
No, line clears a defense.
Okay.
Every 2
So-
line clears takes away 1 garbage.
It scales higher in the more difficult modes. Which is another reason that Classic Groove starts to fall behind. Because your defense does not get any better or worse for it. It just quietly buffs the other groove's damage. I really think Classic Groove was just, hey, wouldn't it be neat if it played like the old game?
Oh, was that 3?
You got... Okay. Y'all are up there. I don't think either of you are living to see the fairy.
That's 2.
Rodney fishing for skims like crazy. Rune's gonna get a little bit more optimized damage if he lives to this. Oh, he does! I mean, Cherry is basically optimized damage when you're in this much of a
yeah, man.
situation.
I think that might even be a strawberry. Hell yeah. I needed one of those. Why'd I
Wow,
clear a
you
line?
do make it to fairy.
Oh my god, never mind. Does not matter. Rodney is out of the situation and Rune is still kinda in it.
Yeah, that
Oh,
means
yeah,
I've
this
probably
spire in the
lost
middle is
LC.
pretty annoying for Rune.
Oops.
That's such a funny gamble. But it,
Nah,
it
I'm done here.
paints a real picture with Rune. It's like, if you don't kill, and you hold on to your fairy and cash it in, congratulations, you lost that interaction.
Yep. I live like this. You think I haven't seen God hand boards that look like this one? I'm fine, man. I'm fine.
This is the most I've heard Rune audibly lose his mind in a bracket before.
We're going to the next ferry, man.
Oh my god, they're recovering. We can rebuild.
Okay, I think that's actually.
I think that's it. I don't know if Rune can get
Especially
those.
with a left-facing.
Oh, the left-facing Pac-Man's gonna
Yeah.
seal the deal.
I can't believe I almost pulled that one back after my gamble.
All right, we are
Oh
back to
my
1-1.
god.
Getting gray hairs. Distress.
We had at least a person or two ask if this is a particularly stacked bracket, and I feel like this being a winner's quarters,
Semis.
winner's
It's winner's semis.
semis, paints a picture, answers itself. You know? Rodney stacks really vertical, but he always tries to strike first to make up for it, and I think that's ultimately working out for him.
Ooh, the very nice right-facing Pac-Man for Rune there. Lets him get a very clean clear.
Rodney's board state is making me deeply anxious. And he's not even punished. Not, like... He's doing really good at these, like, completely across the entire board clears.
Hit me with one.
But,
Rodney is
a lot of it's... Okay. He's doing the Hail Mary Fairy in this circumstance.
Okay.
I'm sorry, eat shit, Rodney. You deserve to lose that.
He mustn't have seen that I had 2 line clears ready to go.
What were you thinking, brother?
I was looking at the situation like he might not know that I'm about to clear 2 lines.
There was no reason he should not have saved himself there. Like, guess I'll die. Oh my god.
Oh, fine.
Ooh, very big attack.
Rule of fight. Oh my god.
I did. Oh, more than a little. He got 2 more lines, huh?
Oh, interesting that the lines only come one at a time.
Yes.
Like, Rodney has some really optimized plays, but he leaves himself in tatters in the mid-game every once in a while.
I live like this.
Oh, wow. Incredible clear for Rude.
Rodney using the fairy this time.
I was leaving the middle open just in case, okay. I was thinking, surely he wasn't crazy enough to hit me with the fairy, but I don't know, he was last time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Game has dropped to 0 FPS.
Did Rune die? Buddy? Oh no. The Australia agenda? Rune?
Rune's boss
Hello?
locked in.
Possibly. Non-zero chance. Let's figure out what we're doing about that. Hey, Masa. Type with me somewhere. What are we doing? All right, we're just gonna go straight into my match. What was that? Hello, buddy.
Yeah, that was weird. I could hear you eulogizing me. Like, why are they talking about me like that? I'm fine. I can hear them.
Your game died. What happened?
I don't know. My internet was just barely good enough to receive voice, but not to play a video game or send voice.
We're gonna hold your score as it was.
Sure.
Do we want to restart? We'll restart back into yours, and then I'll play against what?
Theoretically, I should just be able to join straight back in if Rodney was fast enough to pause, right?
I'm not gonna hold my breath on that.
I think
go ahead and
crashed.
rejoin and see what happened. It crashed for us.
Oh, he didn't pause fast enough. I'm dead.
A likely story. We're just gonna, I guess, not count that round. Let me get back in really quick.
Yep, it's the same code.
Right, we're syncing up.
The Wallaby agenda. You need to calm down, sir.
All right, are you in?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Video game.
So we're not counting that one?
Yeah.
It is still 1-2 in Rune's favor.
Oh, I forgot to... No, it's fine. It feels fine. But I forgot to put on the input delay. It's making the music a little bit slower.
Yeah. So you're just running on PAL, I get it.
Ha!
I like how resourceful Rodney is on direction changing his entire build, but I'd be lying if I said it doesn't make me feel deeply anxious.
You know what they say about having wax wings and flying close to the sun?
That's a good idea, and you should always do it.
That salt
Who
sea
has
air
wax
does feel
wings?
So good. Icarus.
That sounds not aerodynamic at all.
Well, you need to stick the feathers in something.
Yo, Rodney clutch ghost row there, but
Okay.
unfortunate.
Alright, so it is, in fact, 3-1. According to the seeds, this is an upset. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, the move score, so Rue wins.
Alright, I'm gonna make a room be right there.
So Juicy is going to be on the left.
Do we have a room code?
Almost. I have to plug save state in.
Right. Oh yeah, sorry. You were just using logic to say that Juicy will be on the left. It's like,
It's
oh,
true.
What, is the room there already? Oh wait, no. You're just smart and you understand that the host is going to be on the left.
This is the leftist agenda.
Yeah.
Host is always on the left.
I love this little menu jingle here. I think it's like, okay.
This game
Oh,
has
yeah,
great music.
Yeah, it's a shame that they're all 4 measures long.
Honestly, even just the little, like... It's not much of a song, but just the little thing it plays when you play in God Hand just gets stuck in my head a lot. Just like,
Oh, yeah.
nice
They are
little
all great. 4 to 8. We got desyncs detected. I don't like that. I'm
The
gonna...
music sounds a little funky as well.
That's weird. I'm gonna try that from...
The soundtrack is pretty funky.
Scratch.
It's got that vibe.
Yeah, man.
You stop that. I'm gonna just take that from the top.
New code.
Almost there. Same code. Let's try it again.
Ooh.
I was ready for it. I had that code already entered in.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Thanks. I tried using logic as well after seeing how well it worked out for Deca.
That's great to hear.
We're advancing as a society in real time.
But it's
Now, it just reminds me of Ace Attorney Investigations. You ever played that one? Miles Edgeworth's famous superpower of logic.
Logic.
Like, it's a gameplay mechanic, so it just gets written in green text a lot. Like, I should use logic.
We got desync detected again. What is going on?
Maybe just play through it.
We'll see.
Honestly, didn't it used to be that, like, you have to just disable those messages because sometimes they just show up as false positives a lot?
It does, but we've not usually had that with this game. Whatever. We'll see.
Well, we'll see what happens.
As long as it doesn't look like he's playing.
I have bad news for whether it looks like he's playing or not. Oh wait, hold up. Okay, yeah, that looks like a build. And then he just, discarded a Pac-Man. That looks like play.
I love it when it looks like play. Okay, that looks sensible, yep.
Unfortunately, they slow played a couple of pieces, which you accounted for. That's fine, that's you being gracious. But their build is not quite as efficient as yours.
Ooh, and popping 2 lines there is gonna hurt, because he's about to take quite a bit of damage and not gonna offset any of it.
But he has managed to keep his board a little cleaner than Juicy. Goes for a 6 ghost there, which is unfortunate. That is a bad number.
Oh yeah, wastes what, 2 ghosts?
Yeah, the good numbers are 4, 7, 10, and then after that you kind of lose count. So yeah, exactly 7 from Juicy. That's what you want to be doing.
We love micro optimizations.
Oh, you should have seen what I was doing with Rodney just then. In fact, maybe you did. Like, when we were playing that top board scramble, every single time I had 5, I made sure to leave out 1. Like, those micro optimizations are, in my opinion, what makes this, like, fun at the top level.
Unfortunately, as a magical drop player, I can only kill 3.
Ah, what a shame. I always preferred money idle exchanges, so I can at least count to 5.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I failed to sync with Spectator. Hopefully, I can reconnect. Oh, this is gonna freeze the game, isn't it?
Oh, yes it is.
A little bit.
Try not to do that too much.
About that. I'm so sorry.
Taking a second for you, huh?
It's open. The window's open. I can see. Oh, there we go. This well is getting
looks
a
like
little
Juicy.
Deep. Okay.
Yeah, Juicy's gonna get his first fairy here. Although his opponent, what was that? Not too far behind. Both of them using it defensively. Unfortunately, Watt has to get rid of 4 ghosts. That's the other kind of micro-optimization I was trying to think about, of like, okay, you use most of your fairies rather than discarding them, but that means you need a good spot where you're not going to get rid of too many of your ghosts, because you don't want to waste your ammunition.
Ah, so fairy clears on ghosts don't do anything?
Yes. So generally you want to use them as low down as possible to just mainly hit garbage lines rather than your actual build. Yeah.
It's also significantly easier to clear ghosts than garbage lines. So
It is, yes.
It's a
well,
bit of a
assuming
waste
you're
in that
very good at the
sense as
base
well.
mechanics of the game, that is definitely true. Oh yeah, Masa with a tiny correction. It does build bar. If you get rid of ghosts with the fairy, it builds bar, but it does not send damage. Actually surprised, Juicy going for that first little poke there. Normally at the very start, that's when it's easiest to discard Pac-Mans, although I guess if you don't get a lot of wall-heavy pieces, it's kind of tricky sometimes.
Just felt like it was not in the cards.
Yeah. What also using that Pac-Man that very easily could have been discarded to instead eat 2 ghosts, which is not a magic number. You don't want to be eating 2 ghosts, you want 4. But now he's discarding them more dutifully here. And gets, what is this? It's about 10? Yep, exactly an orange. It's a good move.
An orange, 2
So
lines,
Juicy with
or 3 lines then.
3. Cherry, strawberry, orange. After that, it gets a little bit weird because there's like, it's orange 1, orange 2, then apple 1, apple 2, right?
Does orange 2 look different than orange 1?
It does
No.
not, but it sends 4 lines instead of 3.
Huh, interesting.
They just
Yeah.
did not have enough original Pac-Man fruit to justify the entire scope of damage you can deal.
Oh no, it has frozen for me again.
That is a shame. Oh, you've got Death Ghosts.
So does he.
I
I'm
see.
disconnected again. So give me a shout when it's a good time to reconnect.
I just lost, so now's a good time.
Huh. All right, we are 1-1. Unfortunately, missed the end of that round, but
I mean, he didn't miss much. He sent the poison ghost, and I buckled immediately.
Yeah. You went for a fairy attack at a fairly dangerous time while you were pretty high up, so even just 3 Death Ghosts was definitely enough to put you away there. What going for a pretty interesting elevated build here, and yeah, they've figured it out and managed to make a single line clear down there. Another little optimization you can go for is trying not to do too many line clears if you have not taken any damage yet, which is a pretty obvious one. It's fairly columns-like.
Yeah, because you can't proactively downstack.
Yeah. So as long as you only do 1 line in the very early game, that's fine, because it's every second line that clears garbage. Alright, both players getting an efficient 7. I think we've gotten a fairly ghost-heavy set of pieces here, because both players are pretty high up, even before the first fairy. They're probably going to have to use it defensively. But we'll see. Some players are more greedy than I am. I think that's exact. The fairy clears 7 lines exactly,
Oh, clear
right?
7? Okay. I was going to ask how many it cleared, but
Yeah.
7 is the magic
It's either
number.
7 or 8, I can't quite remember, but it certainly looked like 7 there.
Well, both players had 7 lines of garbage, so...
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell if they did it exactly or if they wasted 1 just by looking,
Yeah.
but I think it is 7. Fun little line clear from what there. They're actually now at the bottom and need... Yeah, they're going to now try to avoid line clears until they take damage again.
Oh, I disconnected again. This is annoying.
We may want to use, like, Discord screen sharing then, or are you just going to look at it from the stream for now?
I will screen share it after this.
Okay. Oh, that's good from Juicy, doing that exact 7 chain and leaving some residual behind for later. Another exact 7.
Alright. Tell me when I'm safe.
This is a bit awkward now, though. Juicy has about 3 different sets of ghosts. I guess the fairy is going to forgive the mistakes if they use it defensively. Yeah, there they go. It doesn't just get rid of garbage lines, but also gets rid of those 2 isolated ghosts that could have maybe been a problem. Oh, this build doesn't quite work. Well, not as one chain anyway. That ghost in the leftmost column is, yeah, gonna get stranded with those ones now. But an exact 4 and a line clear, that fixes it pretty
Jack,
efficiently.
I got you this Discord stream.
Okay.
Oh, is that why some of your placements have been a little sloppy? Impressive.
All right.
Look, I care about the viewer experience. I care about the people.
Listen, I'm a showman, damn it. Yeah, pretty unfortunate. All ghost piece followed by all wall piece there. Has to get dealt with pretty awkwardly, and now you've got 2 isolated ghosts again. And now a 6. Meanwhile, What's board looking nice and clean. They might even... No, they do not elect to discard that Pac-Man. But they don't even really need to greed here. I think they just need to start smooth sailing until they get the second fairy. And then that should be enough to finish the game. Oh, good rotation on that Pac-Man there, but it does build a Spire in column 2 for what? It's a good thing that it probably doesn't matter because their opponent is in peril.
Me?
Oh no,
In peril?
He's hanging on.
I would never.
Peril? I don't even know him. Oh no! Oh, what was that? Needed to discard that piece on the right. There was no good spot for it in the middle. They didn't realize that in time, and they ended up putting it in a real bad spot.
Right, so Juicy's gonna go up 2-0. Or is it
2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Alright, a wall-heavy start should be good for discarding the first Pac-Man. Nope, what, just going for an exact 4 instead. So 4 is a good number. We like to see chains of 4. But if you keep doing 4s, it is less efficient eventually. Because a 16 sends 5, but 4 4s sends 4. So even if you are hitting the magic numbers over and over and you're getting those good micro-optimizations, it's still not as good as just building the biggest chains you can. Oh, very unfortunate piece for Juicy. This is livable if his opponent doesn't have anything to say about it.
He probably does. But I don't care!
Yeah, manages to figure it out before he takes too much extra damage.
Oh my god.
This board doesn't look fantastic, but it is solvable with just one chain, so I've certainly seen worse. Alright, never mind, we're back to neutral. Nothing happened.
Nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Alright. Yeah, and just like that, Juicy's actually gotten the better of it now. Because like I said, it's all well and good to be hitting those 4s and 7s, but if the other person hits a giant chain, that is a little bit more efficient. Alright, goes for a ghost cancel, because he's not really in danger and his opponent kind of is. But that's the thing, all 3 of those death ghosts just get completely wiped away by that fairy.
Yep,
She does not care.
The fairy is gonna just
Yeah.
zap them.
Alright, so now both players have a reasonable amount of room to start greeting again if they so choose. Juicy trying to make something out of this.
Ooh, I like this build. Got
Is
the
that a
potential
10?
with this right-facing Pac-Man or
Yeah,
left-facing
it's
Pac-Man.
barely a 10. And now... What's board is looks a little annoying. Oh, left-facing Pac-Man, really not what he wants there. Ah, he doesn't quite get the walls in time. He needed a whole bunch of walls to fill in that left side, and he was mainly getting ghost pieces.
GG's.
All right.
Oh, that's not even winners finals. Fuck, dude.
In any other bracket, that would be winners finals. In any other bracket, we'd have had winners finals twice already.
Yeah, no, I wanted to get the Discord replay up as quick as possible. I would have felt bad if like 2/3 of our match was just radio play.
Radio cast.
Oh, right, I forgot. You are not just a spectator, you are the streamer.
Yes!
All
yeah,
right.
right.
That's
Okay.
important.
So,
Commercial break time.
commercial break time. So I don't actually have the slide, but that's okay because we only have 2 remaining events for this year. Next Wednesday, we have the iconic, the one and only Wario's Woods.
I better see all of you there, pointing at like everyone in chat,
Yeah.
other commentators. It's the most important bracket of the year, damn it.
Really is.
Can I get some Puzzle 40 excitings in the chat, please?
So please, if you're uninitiated with Warriors Woods, fuck you. If you're uninitiated with Warriors Woods, it is a match 3 color game that decided to fly very close to the sun and have every mechanic that it can. You have chaining, you have diagonal clears, you have color erads, you have ceiling pressure. It is almost too complex for its own good. It's got a little bit of Calvin Ball energy where the rules can feel made up, and you might be a little bit mad, but
you gotta manage all that with a little guy as well, instead of just manipulating the pieces directly.
true. But we love the funny little guy.
We love him, yeah.
It's one of my favorite games to play. It's one of my favorite games to watch. And if you're not going to, thanks, Amelia. That is the clip of all time. I can't be mad that it happened to me. It's, to me, we've done it for about 2 or 3 years in a row at the end of the year. It is an absolute piece de resistance that we like to close every year of tournaments out on. Except for this one, but that's a technicality.
Yep. So
it is going to be a hell of a time. Please enter. Please watch. Want to go out with a bang.
Yep. So Puzzle Wednesday ends with Wario's Woods. However, we are also hosting Cleopatra's Fortune on that following Friday, the 13th. So if you're feeling a little spooky and you want to send some mummies on their merry way, we have a Cleopatra's Fortune bracket, which is another Cascade-style game. Much like Pac-Attack. Well, much like Pac-Attack visually, but mechanically it is incredibly different in terms of how you make your funny clears. It's a very interesting game. A lot of greed that goes very punished.
We actually have a special guest for that one on comm, so I won't tease too far ahead of time, but you know. Watches Rats beats everyone up. That's like 2/3 of our brackets here. Wow, the perennial podium maker. But it's a very interesting little game with a lot of visual flair. Like you can't dislike it. Well, yeah, it's so cool. But we got those in our Discord and maybe a little hint of January, but a lot of things have suddenly come into play. We're making some decently big moves. Keep an eye out when we're allowed to talk about it a bit more. And that's it for our announcements so far.
Yep.
It's time to press buttons again.
Commercial break is over. Back to the action. The slaughter resumes.
Rodney and Ardrox.
Oh, Rodney and Ardrox. Oh boy.
We're rounding out loser side. Honestly, I'm surprised that Rodney's in losers this quickly. But again, feral 8-person bracket.
This is like the invitational of 8-person brackets.
Basically.
World finals of you are watching right now. World finals of Pac-Attack.
I mean, anyone in this bracket has a chance of taking anyone else in it out. I think Digi and Ardrox are probably the least singularly experienced in Pac-Attack versus a lot more dedicatedly practiced people, but they're They enter everything. Their fundamentals are solid.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see how Ardrox deals with this
Yeah,
game.
we ended up with like 6 or 7 extremely good Pac-Attack specialists, plus DG, who is possibly our best generalist.
Yeah, up there at least.
Roderick is on the left, I presume.
Yes. I feel like Ardrox swings to higher highs sometimes, but when we also have some hard crash outs as well. So, even this...
I mean, that's like me as a generalist, because I have a few games that I generally like take home the trophy in, but then also don't play me in Puyo, because I'll lose to anyone. I'll do it.
I'll cry.
Watch me
Please
fail
don't
to
get
build
me in Puyo, I'll
stairs.
cry.
So we're playing Fever after this, right?
Oh no. I
You-
had some free time off work a couple of days ago, and I saw, oh, some people are chatting in Puzzle Wednesday. I should go join in. I was just, oh, they're playing Fever. Never mind.
You don't
I'll
want
just
to say
wait
hi to
for
me and Rats? Crazy.
that.
All right.
So-
got a pretty aggressive build here from.
I'm happy to say
Oh,
Ardrox
you
seems
could
to get
agree
it.
Even more than that, maybe.
Like, they kind of basically swung even there.
Yeah, they both went for some pretty greedy builds, and both nailed it.
Speaking of not nailing it, I'm now worried
Oh
for
no,
Ardrox.
that's not how you do this one. You needed to clear a line to open up the
The
middle
idea was there. He even pivoted surprisingly well, but now we have to create a very specific floor here, and no.
I don't
With
know
the
if he has
right
enough
facing
space to get
Pac-Man.
another Pac-Man.
Oh my god, he gets
Oh!
out.
He's not out of the woods yet, though. It's
Yeah,
It's
he
a-
needs.
tight. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, he needed
He-
one more decent chain. I don't think even just getting 3 or 4 ghosts would have been enough there.
Thing is, like, he can do good damage, but his general board state seems rougher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
He's-
board man in this game is the whole game, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When it comes to defensive placements, there's a weakness there. And
Both
all it really
players-
takes...
Ooh.
Okay, Juicy, stream again, because it kicked me out again.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm
You
just
want to
gonna
do this.
Discord stream this entirely for you from now on. Because I don't quite know what's happening on your end.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
I
duck
like
station
Rodney's build
phases.
here.
Yeah.
That is slick.
Yeah. It looks like he got just the right piece for it, but honestly,
Yes, he did.
almost any piece. No, almost any piece could have worked okay though. Because the leftmost part of the chain could have either been a ghost or an air gap, there was actually a fair bit of versatility there.
hmm
Ooh,
Okay,
good shot.
Rodney
That's a little
accepting a hit
greedy.
there.
Okay, he's got it. Yeah, you only needed to get like 1 or 2 walls in the next few pieces. It wasn't the hugest risk.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's lack of just general placement knowledge or he's getting caught up in the actual handling, but Ardrox has made a couple of just brutal misdrops.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
that leaving that spire over there on the left in such an inaccessible position. is,
Yeah, yeah.
Very rough to come back from.
Even more so than original, where you can kind of get by with it. Having any one spire be just pure vertical, it's rough.
Yeah, it becomes your immediate priority, and then also not only that, but there's an angry person on the other side of the screen who keeps sending lines at you. You only
Yeah.
have so much time to fix it.
He's like, keep making that same mistake, idiot. And like, okay, please stop.
That's so rude of you. Why would you say that?
I have a family.
Right.
Rodney losing out on a lot of ghosts there because he got pushed up from being able to place the Pac-Man on top. That's fine.
I
They can
mean-
just be part of this chain instead.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, very
actually a
efficient.
really good conversion.
Yeah, gets them all in that second chain. That's good.
Ardrox has some pretty generally strong board forms. Definitely
Yeah, his builds aren't
this
bad.
game. Just maybe a little bit less familiar with the nuance of versus play against a player like Rodney, who has been in the trenches since day one.
Ooh, goes for the ghosts. That's a little risky.
But there's not much space.
This might.
Oh,
it's enough. Yeah.
So
the fairy
Ardrox
just does not arrive.
Yeah. Ardrox had to play very quickly and decisively there. Instead of trying to build chains or think about the future, just slam the next 3 pieces anywhere they fit. You can't let another line come in.
Basically. Okay.
Oh, wait, this is a Winners Finals.
That was not Winners Finals. Oh, this is, though. Wait, what?
Now we're doing Winners Finals?
Yeah, this is...
not.
Because Winners Finals is me and Rune.
Yeah, this is the other side of Losers Quarters.
Yep. Oh, this is Quarters. Oops. I thought we were going to play Winners Finals, so after ad break, I punched that in. So that was,
I am the lone non-god hand to sneak into Winner's side of top 4.
Is Rodney a god hand?
No.
I would assume so. Oh, he's not?
No.
Okay.
He's not much of a single-player grind sort of guy.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
He's expressed me, he's like, yeah, I could maybe do this, but I get bored.
Yeah. Now, the God Hand grind, I mean, he seems good enough for it, just from his placements. But it is a bit of... It's a bit of a slog.
No, that was like, you ran really good offense. It's just, having to pick yourself up after making the first big move. But you'll learn better defensive placement as time goes on. Honestly, everything just kind of becomes an option select.
All right, who is going to host?
I'm glad we got Toady in, because he almost slept through bracket and was very much not going to show up, but woke up on time. I was like, you know what? Pac-Attack. And anyone who wakes up is like, you know what? Pac-Attack? Hell yeah.
They're a friend of ours.
I mean, with my time zone, a lot of our brackets end up that way. Especially on the other half of the year. On the other half of the year, I have to set an alarm, wake up, and go, all right, time for bracket.
God bless you. We have a code in troubleshooting.
Okay.
I see it. I will join.
It is from Toady. So Toady is on the left. Put that into the overlay.
Failed to sync with spectator. What? Let's try that one more time.
You know what?
Is Pac-Attack a reskin of a game, or it is a reskin of Cosmo Gang the Puzzle? But it feels like it fits the Pac-Man sensibility so well that...
Yeah, honestly, that was
kind of crazy
it's
not.
Learn. Yeah.
So, like, it feels like it's tailor-made for this.
Yeah, it's so Pac-Man coded. Like, Pac-Man sliding in and out and eating the ghosts. It's, like, perfect.
For Puyo and Kirby, like, it was Puyo that was reskinned into other things to meet more Western sensibilities. And then, I guess that's the case because, like, it's not like Cosmo Gang really had any mental real estate here in the West, even to this day, so...
Alright, I did not connect spectators.
Alright, I gotcha, buddy.
It's just gonna be...
I'm doing... Doing this for the team.
Ah, so that's why Pac-Man is in a spacesuit, because it's a reskin of Cosmo Gang.
I mean, maybe? I think it's just nuts to me that we only got a reissue of this game as a hidden bonus in Pac-Man World 2. There is no easier way to play this stateside otherwise. It never got reissued, yet the original gets reissued all the time. And God bless, I still love the original. But y'all made this. This is cool. Why don't you want to have this in more things? Maybe people would give a shit about Pac-Attack.
Alright, so this is Toadie on the left, Watt on the right?
Yeah, that is what I believe.
Alright, both of them now getting some greedier builds in. Watt cutting it off here? They could have done more than that.
Toadie taking a little bit longer to put together a similar pattern.
Ooh, eating off 3 in one chain. They're trying to go for something really big, but that's quite inefficient there. They do end up with something pretty nice, not quite orange 2 though.
Yeah, a little bit too much skimming from Toadie.
Yeah.
At least it looks like Toadie's woken up considerably compared to, like, his stream match. Because there's just a lot faster play, there's a lot more placing to accept damage.
Yeah,
I don't
a little
know.
bit
I see the
unfortunate
vision.
there. Alright. They've still got this annoying gap on the right that they need to work through. Oh, that's not how I would have done it.
That might have been a miss. Oh, no, maybe a smart
Nah,
call.
we're out of jail here.
Yeah, the fairy gets him out of jail, but now they still need to correct it. Oh, gets sent some ghosts. That's maybe a mistake from what?
Well,
I'm a little surprised.
Pac-Mans.
Because, like, what seemed to be Team Skull Groove?
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Look at Toadie's board now. It's just absolutely miserable.
Plus an...
Oh, I think Rune just died again.
It's okay, he can probably hear us. Let's eulogize him again. Juicy, I think you're over-romanticizing game one sicko made while there was still downtime during the release window for a PS1 game. Yeah, and it's worth romanticizing.
Well, that's slightly worrying.
That's a bit checkerboard.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'm just on your side screen as well now.
Oh, you could start making secret grade.
Not the best idea in a multiplayer game.
In the corner there.
Well, the setup was started there. Like, you saw it, right?
Ooh. Yeah, what is not in a comfortable spot right now? These ghosts are,
What's just celebrating that we're getting TGM4 in March on Steam?
by making secret grade and Pac-Attack.
The first Tetris the Grandmaster game in, like...
20 years. More, perhaps?
God, no, you're right. Terror Instinct was 2004.
That was a good guess, then.
And it's wild to think the Terror Instinct is that old when, like...
Oh,
it doesn't
wow, the
feel like
death
that at all
ghosts
to me,
are so
especially when you play it
annoying.
and it's like...
Alright, what doing some really good skims to get himself out of jail here.
Yeah, losing out on a lot of damage opportunities, though.
They both kind of are.
He basically took like 3 ghosts every time there was a, he had to clear one of the death ghosts, so like 4 Pac-Mans in a row, he just said no damage. Oh, but now the down stack is well underway.
Doing something effective in mid game in this is just really hard. Like that's not effective in mid game.
Yeah, that's...
Oh no,
he's
because
gonna bail.
The fairy came, so
Maybe waiting the extra 3 turns for a Pac-Man might have been a big ask.
Yeah, there's no way you would have gotten away with that. It's a shame to waste all those ghosts, though.
actually, yeah, the dumping the fairies right, or dumping the ghosts on Toady right there was actually a pretty good play from Wood because he
I liked that. I like that. That was really good.
basically preserved like 3 lines of garbage.
We sure are scrapping here.
Yeah, we are in treading water phase.
Toady is definitely next up. Oh my god! Nope, we're getting slightly out of. Oh my god!
And again, well done.
No, but more lines are coming in. Can he do it again? No, he can't.
I'm sorry. That defense was still just absolutely nuts.
Yeah, Toady playing out of his mind to stay alive there, but unfortunately it just did not pay off. Wood's offense on top board was just relentless.
Very annoying super vertical build that Watt's now gonna have to do to connect like those 2 ghosts to those 2.
Might just bail on.
We got the all clear.
Yeah, just take those 2 instead. Wait, weren't
all that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, wake up! You're all clear.
I think. Hold up, if it's anything like a single player, I think an all clear has to be with a Pac-Man piece to count.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, because if you just clear lines, it doesn't care. You have to clear ghosts and lines at the same time, and then it gives you an all clear bonus.
Huh. I don't remember well enough to refute that.
Yeah, no, I've played enough single player recently where I'm pretty sure it does not care if you just like. Yeah. Anyway,
I think Toady would be obviously a lot stronger. Like he is very good. The offense that What is running is just a little bit on average stronger. I think this is going to be a very easily counterable fairy, though.
Yeah. Like, you can see Watt hesitating with that fairy, like, oh man, using it would be bad because I'd lose all my ammo, but sending it would be bad to give him ghosts. It's just no good answer in situations like that.
We got a cherry. Gonna keep on throwing out cherry pressure.
Oh, unfortunately, only gets 6 there.
This might be limiting Watt in the long term at this point.
Ooh, not the best placement of that Pac-Man on the left.
No!
Although, it didn't end up mattering much anyway.
Unfortunate.
Alright, so Watt will advance, and now he will face the legend himself, the Roderick Knee. In loser semis.
No. I'm playing Rune now.
Oh, now we're doing winners finals? Never mind.
Alright. Let me just quickly check. It's still first to 3, but on veteran. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, will you host?
Yes, I will. Give me a minute.
Very well.
Alright, who will win? Puzzle Wednesday's founder or Pac-Man Down Under?
Those are our official titles.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I just click spectator mode? I think I might have.
Yes, you did.
Ah, I'm a fool. We haven't even started playing yet, and I'm already making blunders.
To me, that just sounds like we go ahead with our match.
Oh no. Alright, one moment. I had to crash out of Duck Station to get it to behave. Alright, no, we're not going to join as a spectator.
Yeah, like the amount that Toady needs to optimize is very little. Pound for pound, what's just hitting harder?
Yeah, it really
But
came
these,
down to the fact that like every other clear, what was averaging one more round,
yeah.
and that's
But
the make or break.
these situations Toady was getting himself out of, kind of crazy.
Yeah, the defense was definitely there. Finding the that single route out of the abyss.
We're gonna try something.
This is taking quite a while to connect now that I've decided I want to play instead of spectating.
Don't try something.
I don't
easier,
have
that's
a
bad idea.
notification that you're trying to join.
Okay,
Might
let me...
want to hard restart Duck Station.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, okay. Alright, once more from the top.
You got it, brother.
Let's see...
Okay, boss.
That's looking better.
Yeah, now it says Namco Anthology 2 on the top. It knows what game we're playing. Okay, there we
That's
go.
cool.
Are you gonna classic groove me?
Don't do it, Juicy.
It might have something
Oops.
extra saucy. There might be some
Sorry.
potential in veteran, or it might be harder nerfed. What's probably chiding me from chat, but I gotta try.
Alright, well, let's see how it
I'm
goes.
chiding you right here.
You don't even play this.
For the benefits of the viewers and also possibly me, what does veteran mode do again?
You just dropped ghosts like normal.
No,
No,
veteran
not the
is
groove.
both faster and it ups the amount you have to clear in lines to down stack.
Downstack,
So it is
okay.
3 for a damage line instead of 2.
Ah, right. Yes. Also, I need to start building classic builds again, not super greedy builds. I've got some ghosts in my stack because I forgot that there was an opponent that was going to do something to me. You know, I did think that chain needed a couple more ghosts, thank you.
You're welcome. This is already a mistake.
So Juicy is actually accumulating quite a bit of damage on Rune's side of the board. With
I have a real hard time
However,
fending off
unfortunately,
any of
he
this.
is extraordinarily dead.
I whiffed that attack. Let me see if I can... Okay, never mind.
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
I believe that experiment is over.
They really did not put any considerations other than, wouldn't it be neat to play the original way? Fuck, dude. Get me out of here.
Alright. We're going into a duel. However, I'm going to give my opponent my gun.
Kind of?
Actually, no, that's not how it works. We're going into a duel, except every time I shoot bullets at my opponent, I also give him bullets.
Kind of?
No, that's 7, that's fine.
Oh, I dash shifted that over.
Uh-oh.
I did like an anti-synchro.
Alright, so Rune going up 2-0. Juicy on the back foot. Oh, hello, Trash Boat. I'm gonna assume that was exactly 7 ghosts from Juicy. He's a Puyo player. Unlike me, he knows how to count.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Ooh, not taking the 7 ghost there. Ooh, is gonna get the 10 though, so the gamble pays off.
10 is also a good number.
Oh, Juicy playing real close to the top here. And that fairy is nowhere in sight.
I have made a blunder, but maybe I will die
No,
last.
I made more of a blunder.
Yeah.
Veteran's brutal.
Yeah,
Veteran's brutal.
Veteran extremely unforgiving. Just the inability to downstack the steel bars makes it. The damage is just so permanent.
Mm.
Is this an entirely different game from OG Pac-Attack? Yes. Or this is entirely. Ba. All right, we got Roderick Knee, and what was that?
In losers finals? No, in losers semis. For real this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, okay, there's only 2 people in this strata, or stratum rather, of the loser's side. So it must be the finals, right? But who is that over there? The final of finals.
Get in there really quick.
I see Roderick on the left.
I'm not even gonna bother joining. I'll just watch off the screen share.
Is this the product of your logic again?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm trying to use it in more aspects of my life. It's funny how widely applicable it is.
All right.
The multi-tool of common thought.
Okay, so this is our last round for standard.
Indeed.
Oh. This is Rodney on the left. What was that on the right, right?
Yes, Roderick.
Mhm.
No, Roderick is on the left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. No, isn't that what I said? Whatever. I was surprised to see what on the right then. They, in their initial build, they had like a big discard pit on the right, but they didn't end up using it even once. They just immediately went for the first big chain they got.
I mean, that's kind of what Roddy's going to go for most times. So he does really good like middle damage pokes, and you just kind of have to respect them. If you don't
But isn't it
respond,
more fun to do
perish.
not middle damage pokes, but big damage pokes?
Ask Rodney. Takes a slight plug on column 1 there, but We're making it work.
Right?
It's a
Double
literal
fairies.
standoff on fairy.
With them having a bit of a standoff, like, all right, are you gonna?
I'm surprised Rodney did not pull the trigger, even if it was not advantageous. It's gonna be like, you guys, I try to win sometimes. It's
You
not
make him
always
sound
about
like
the
a
funny
slave.
button.
You make him sound like a slave to his own desires.
Have you met the guy?
No, not in person.
Okay. It's apt. Oh boy. Board
Yeah, it's not
state's
looking great.
Yeah,
bad right
that's-
now.
That is very not good. What was that?
What
Gonna
was
take
that
the
in?
first game. I remember the secret tech with Duck Station is that you have to fully close it and reopen it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are back to
Rodney's got a funny looking build
functioning.
here, just snaking down the middle like that.
Never mind.
But
I
manages to
lied.
clean it up very nicely.
I
I
jinxed
feel
it.
like what he's costing himself, or the opportunity cost, is still made up for by like how livable he
Yeah.
is when it comes to accepting other pieces.
Yeah, no, he wasn't in any real danger of losing that build.
Yeah, those are some real versus mode ass builds.
Alright, looks like the fairy is going to be coming into play soon. But no players at top board, so it's going to get...
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if one of them goes for it this time, because this time it looks a lot more viable. I think that was exactly 9 from what was that there, but they would have had to get rid of the ghosts of the fairy anyway, so it didn't really matter whether they kept the residual.
Alright, back to neutral. New game plus. Oh,
what was that
very...
getting real greedy? I like it. Is that an orange too? Oh, almost an apple 1 even.
So it goes 4, 3, 3, 2. And then it's 2 from that point on when you're sending lines?
No, the breakpoints are 4, 7, 10, 13, 16. Then it starts doing 2s. You have to go quite a while before you get the really efficient garbage.
Not very often you're going to clear 18 ghosts in a single go.
Yeah, even my single-player chains only very rarely get into the mid-20s, so to get into the low 20s in multiplayer, it's quite difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do a build like that when you have someone poking out.
When there's someone pounding on the door. Alright, both players getting pretty greedy here. Rodney has to kind of isolate a few of the ghosts, but they're gonna fall into place for a second chain, yeah. What was that? Really going for the full Monty there. Yeah. So they do manage to get a few more lines, but it is at the cost of some board health. I would rather have Rodney's board than theirs right now. If it weren't for the fact that Rodney is getting hit by so many lines.
Yeah, Watt actually doing a very good job of recovering.
Yeah, no, their board health wasn't great, but as it turns out, when you're as good at God Hand as they are, it doesn't really matter what the board health is.
Oh, he just popped the fairy.
Didn't even need
the
it.
deal.
Rodney was already dead.
Didn't even need it. So
Rodney blocked off column 6 by overstacking column 5 like 3 or 4 turns ago.
Yeah,
and that's checkmate.
Yeah, that high up, gotta play flat.
I think there's some moves that Rodney may be a little afraid to take as like cascades and trust that it's going to work, but that was a case where that was fatal.
Yeah.
All right, run back central.
What a warpath. Not dropping a single game since he went into losers.
But who was it that put what was that into losers?
Juicy.
Well, hopefully they don't have to play against him again.
So has what was that woken up, or is Juicy going to be the kryptonite? That is the question. Oh, I'm wondering why I can't find the code, and it's because I'm in the wrong Discord channel. However, I think we're just gonna spectate. Since it already popped up, no reason to fight a battle.
And this is top 3.
This is
Correct.
top 3, so we are back to veteran.
Actually, that might throw a fun wrench into things.
Yeah, I was gonna say veteran. Juicy had quite a bit of trouble dealing with veteran against you in winners finals. So
Good luck, have fun.
What was that? Splitting their board in half already, although they're getting enough wall pieces or it doesn't matter. Some real good greedy play here. Yep, even now, still going for it.
oh wow, I really liked that. That was a great drop.
Yeah, those were some very smart placements. So they end up getting all their ghosts in one chain. Juicy leaves a few behind. And Juicy's board now actually looking pretty bad with that second spire that needs a pretty specific piece to fix. Yeah, that fixes it, but now he still needs the Pac-Man and he still needs to clear the lines on top. Okay, chooses just to isolate the ghost instead.
Sack the ghost.
Yeah. That is maybe a bit of a smarter short-term solution that he needs at top board here.
Man, even first fairy is a reach.
I don't think you see first very, very often in veteran. Honestly, I wonder if our level of play has gotten aggressive enough where we do not need veteran difficulty anymore.
Probably. Like, grooves do not matter as much in this one.
Yeah, like...
Honestly, this might make the default groove even worse, because it's like the only way you're going to guarantee that you'll give your opponent the fairy.
Oh, you mean the classic groove then, not the default?
Yeah, the classic groove. The fall groove.
Alright, this time Juicy getting a bit more aggressive and greedy than his opponent. Gonna discard this one too? No. I think I might have tried.
Okay, so Juicy is ahead in the damage economy.
Yep. And keeping these two ghosts for a bigger chain as well. Even now, maybe? Yep, even now. Yeah, Juicy not under a huge amount of pressure. Only manages to build up to 8 though, so that's just a strawberry.
Yeah, once again, only getting 6.
Yeah, you really don't want 6. That's one of the worst numbers. Another 7 from Juicy. Oh, 7 from both of them. And it's kind of scrapping back and forth at this point. Good efficiency play from Juicy, getting just the 4 and leaving 1 behind. But that's 6 though.
6 once again,
Yeah. These little bits and pieces really add up when you're playing on veteran mode.
Yeah, it really is just taking... You just have to take it one line at a time.
Yeah.
Because... No, with the efficiency going on here, we might actually see a pixie.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Takes 1 line at just the wrong time. Oh, that was brutal. He was just about to get first fairy, too.
Yeah, Juicy very close to first fairy. Also very close to, was in the lead for a while, because this is definitely a damage economy.
This is rock solid play from Juicy here. Super fast and super greedy. Oh, doesn't quite discard 4 there. There was a smart way to do it I would have liked to see. Yeah, has to take the chain a little awkwardly now.
6 lines in.
Alright, manages to get a 7 out of this, and if he can just quickly... Oh, I'm not sure if he can. No, hold up, that's a really good piece for it. But actually getting those 3 lines back, yeah, it's not possible.
Ah, GG's.
Yeah, that one really just came down to the fact that What had a better, bigger green in that first big attack, and
yeah,
there's
no,
just...
Juicy had a nice big chain ready to fire back, but it got pushed out off the top of the screen, so he couldn't place the Pac-Man on top anymore. He had to leave like 6 ghosts behind. It was awful.
Tragedy strikes. All right, let's get into grand finals time.
Okay, I'll give hosting a try. Actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be the one who joins.
Okay.
Final round. Running pretty well as part of schedule, too.
Going to bed on time is a rare treasure around here.
Indeed.
Especially for our East Coasters here. Do you go to bed on time, Brune?
No, I don't actually, but it's got nothing to do with the tournament.
Yeah, that sounds like a deliberate choice.
Yeah. No, I also live on the East Coast, except, it's the kind of East Coast where it's currently 2:18 in the afternoon.
It's super fucking East, dude.
Yeah, I'm as East as it gets, baby.
So East, it's almost West. All right, let me get in there.
I will spectate you once again, Juicy.
What if I don't screen share? No.
Yeah,
well, then
sure.
Our spectators are going to be in for a very radio cast grand finals.
I'm getting that desync detected message. How do you turn that off again?
There's like a button you can map.
Oh, in the hotkeys?
Yeah.
Where is that? Oh, I see. I've set it to minus.
I had to do that a long time ago because like Street Fighter EX2 Plus always gives the errors, even though it works perfectly fine. Yep, we're all good.
Okay. Oops. Durr. Sorry, because this game uses backwards rotation, I've got Z on cancel and X on confirm.
That's funny.
Oh, your favorite 16 bars.
Ah, boy, this is just gonna...
Not quite what we were looking for.
Be brutal. I'm surprised that what cashed in a couple of relatively early pokes here. This just feels like...
Honestly, we didn't get the right pieces for greed, according to me, because I just messed up.
Well, I guess, in this case, what agrees with you?
Look at that.
Oh, the damn economy is so nice. And they're about even.
We're taking things really vertical here on what side? Which, if it's working, it's working.
Well, we have a nice board state once again. Oh, and he gets the perfect...
Ooh!
I like how what waited for that line.
Place your bets, folks. Are we going to see a fairy in actual play in Grands?
What, sending two lines there to Root only sending one is that's a difference maker.
Okay, Rune just
Slam
needs
those pieces
both players.
down.
Okay, okay. Immediately call my bluff. Was that the right call from Rune, though? Oh my!
No,
Never mind. It was. It's not the wrong call right now either.
I wonder if either would have worked. My opponent did seem like they were in peril.
Oh wait, Rune's on the right. I'm confusing myself.
Yeah.
I was thinking Rune is on the left.
No, Rune is on the right. There's.
God, would it have come down to like player priority if we both tried to kill each other there?
I don't know.
Oh,
it seems like what is a little bit more well into just Hail Mary with the fairy, which
Hail
sounds
Mary
like a song title.
Yeah.
A song title we probably would really enjoy over here at Puzzle Wednesday.
It doesn't seem like it's been that productive. Yo, we greeding a little bit. Getting the right pieces for greed.
Ooh, big 3-line send.
It is absolutely funny to me, the idea that someone's watching this at work right now on an actual work computer. Like, God bless you. What? Kinda in danger of the wrong-facing Pac-Man there, but can still get good damage off of it and down stack a little bit. No more line clears for what?
Yeah. I was not looking forward to my next few placements there. I'm glad I didn't have to make them.
Okay, we're
literally like one piece apart die last gaming right there.
I feel like Skull would be brutal in this, but like it's a matter of getting to the expenditure there.
You're gonna get like you have to get the fairy for it to make a difference. So far in all of the veteran matches, we've seen what, one fairy.
I'm just saying, going into next bracket, veteran might be a bit much.
I must have had
that's
like.
Going to come down to acquired taste.
No major greeds yet. With a nice 10 Pac-Man clear. Oh, and Rune only answering back with 6, so that's a 2-line deficit.
Yeah, another 6 there as well. This is not looking good for your boy. Oops, especially not if I rotate there.
Alright, so we have what on the board? Keep in mind, he does need to win this set, and then run it back to Grand Finals reset, if he wants to take this bracket.
That's potentially steep ask there. We're cashing a little bit early, but he might have caught Rune at the correct unfortunate moment. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, the ARE got me!
That's funny. Just get your ARE cancel button from TGM4.
What is the
yeah, I wasn't
ARE
expecting
cancel?
that to hold left on entry there.
One sec.
Rune in an spot here with these hidden ghosts.
It's more than uncomfortable. It's deadly.
Yeah. Wow, so after going down 0-2, Rune has found the, he has remembered where he came from. And he is going to get the bracket reset.
Am I? I didn't want it.
Sorry, what is going to get the bracket reset?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're just climbing right into it. Okay.
Yeah. No reset required. We're back to 0-0. Ignore those numbers on the bottom. Ooh, huge hit from Rune there. I think that was 8.
Oh my god, that's close. But I'm still dead.
Alright, so... What?
I was chasing
Back with a
efficiency too much there.
Okay, so what has cashed in his stack early?
I mean, he seems to be getting mileage out of like 9, 10 ghost pokes here. I think this is almost a game of chicken where it's more important to destabilize your opponent than throw a ton of damage at them.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because we do that, and then it's suddenly become a game of optimizing, like, cherry pokes. Maybe a little bit extra if it's on the table, but...
Ooh, Rune has had some very, very clean clears this round. So he's taking a pretty sizable advantage in terms of board state.
Oh boy, what's a little bit lost to top board?
Born to greed, forced to live.
God bless you, buddy.
Okay, both players sending 3 lines. Rune taking some palpable, or what taking some palpable damage though, that buried piece in the bottom left. So the down stack begins.
It's so easy to find yourself at like mid-board height of garbage in all rule sets of this. But
Rune winning out 2 damage cycles in a row. So we're back to pretty close to even.
I like how I originally went into this game thinking like there was a lot you can do damage optimization, and it really feels like who can count to 4 exactly the best.
Whoa! I thought I was playing
Okay.
there.
I mean, nothing saying he's not doing it just that teensy bit more and or faster.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is playing a little bit faster than me, I think.
I think counting to 4 and counting to 7 are the game
Incredible skill sets here.
the game-winning skill sets. One of these things is incredible, and one of these things is borderline unfathomable.
It's like, what's not even trying to optimize for damage anymore? He's trying to optimize for minimal ghost clears, and it's almost been exact perfect 4s and 7s here, which If he doesn't have it, he's just shaving off so he can have it.
Meanwhile, Rune taking a couple of 6s here is going to lose out a bit of damage economy.
Oh, and the all clip. Why didn't? That's so weird. Because this game doesn't regard damage lines in an all clear.
It doesn't?
Not to my knowledge. You can still get, like... maybe it is. I don't know why
That piece really
that.
needed to have any walls in it. Ah, damn.
So, for the first time in a long time, we are going to see a bracket reset to win the event.
Huh? Wait, wasn't that the bracket reset?
That was the, bracket reset
Yeah.
to win event. He reset
He
the
did
bracket
the thing.
all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations.
Oh, you want to play more?
What?
Yeah, sure, we'll play more. He has requested more. We are playing more.
You get one.
I mean, hey, it doesn't need to be on stream, but we get one on stream. That's great.
We'll give you one. Bracket ran so
he
quick,
gets
we'll give you
one
freebie.
One victory lap.
Alright, let's see if I can
then take your asses to bronze structure.
I mean, I do theoretically need to do some work today.
Right,
I made sure to do
perfect
plenty
seven.
yesterday so that I had a little bit of leeway today, but not that much leeway.
I think that was only. Oh no, it was the full 10 for Rune.
God, what's...
I will bury you!
Damage count is really good so far.
Yeah, Rune has actually had more optimized chains than what? What is just playing so much faster?
Yeah.
Also, what is doing...
He's doomed now, I think. I do not think he can...
doing really good at card counting.
Yes!
Damn,
Your
I
victory
can't
lap
believe
is a
Rune wins the
defeat!
bracket. Nah, GG's. Congratulations to What Was That for taking Attack 7th edition for PSX Pac-Attack Namco Anthology 2. We only have a couple more events for the remainder of this month. Both of them next week. Next Wednesday, the 11th, 8:30 p.m. EST, we are back with Warriors Woods. It is a game that is just like this one in terms of inner staff favorite. But if you've not played before, fire up your Nintendo Switch. It's on it. It's on the NES app. Do it. Do it. I dare you.
You can try. You can learn how to kicky footy.
It is a clear three color game that is loaded with so many mechanics. Maybe more mechanics than it should have, but we love it for the Calvin Ball game that it is. You have bombs, you match them to enemies, you have diagonal clears, you have ceiling pressure, you have color erads, you have 2 different win conditions, you have fairies, there's Wario time, Birdo's there sometimes, one of the toads is green. There's a lot going on, and in particular...
I think you covered all of it.
No, there's still more. One of the toads is red.
God. Say it ain't so.
And there's even more than that. But if you do not want to participate in it, I get it. It's scary. You're a coward. But just watching is going
I'm joining
to be...
the bracket even though Warriors Woods is one of my weaker games.
It's...
I think we should just make this bracket nice and big as a as a treat for Amelia specifically, but also everyone else.
Bracket is mandatory. Be there or go to jail.
Yeah.
Kinda. You're going to get possibly the best showcase of the versus mode of this game that you will see. A lot of our staff, crazy good players, and we will be. If you don't appreciate the spectacle on screen, you will appreciate the gnashing of teeth when one of us ends up in fourth right off the podium, and then that's why we don't run brackets for the last couple weeks of December.
You need to really savor the aftertaste of Warriors Woods. That's why we don't run too many brackets after it.
Yeah, it's a game that we can't run every week. We just can't. And wrapping up the year is going to be Cleopatra Fortune, which is a game that's no less brutal, but maybe a little bit more straightforward. It actually shares a little bit of DNA of this. There's a lot of chaining based around cascades, where one clear dislodges pieces, and you can make line clears off of that, back to back to back to back. And it is a game that oozes style. The character, I say characters, but character in this one, the original, are great. The character are great. And we have a little bit of a guest that's going to be doing commentary with us as well to talk about it. So that one, I'll reveal that card when we get there. But it's going to be a good time. We're going to try and wrap up the year on
A high note.
a high note, but also just one of the more personal notes that we can. So I hope to see you guys there. We're going to go ahead and see if there's any puzzle friends to raid right now. Following says a lot of following people today. That's crazy. We're going to go ahead and say hi to Class Cabinet. They're a local friend of mine who actually, when the Switch came out, it's like, yo, you should play Puyo Tetsu. I'm like, I don't know that I like that game that much. And then I got it. And then it's no small part of the getting the ball rolling to like being a versus puzzler TO. So he's playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection. So say hi to Stevie, give him a shout out, and we'll see you guys next week.
Puzzle 40 exciting.
Love the Puzzle 40 exciting.
Puzzle 40 exciting to everyone.
All right. See you guys later.
Everybody.